we have 15 minutes, so we can use the 15 minutes to talk about our topic.
Cool.
Hello again to everyone. We have a breakdown. So the first part, because Zoom is causing technical problems, and we were talking about the collaboration. So in generally in the coaching, but generally, so all the business owners and mentors, healers, therapists, public speakers, to don't use so the negative thinking, because it's very, very destructive, and it's avoiding you to grow together. So because if you are aware of the fact how far can you go when you collaborate with another experts, and if you are gonna switch so your negative thinking to the positive thinking, then from that moment on, everything is gonna start to change in your life, and then you will start as well to attract the right people towards you, whom you can grow together. So I think this is absolutely important to talk about this topic.
Yeah, definitely. So I was saying before, we all kind of went a bit weird, that at the moment I'm working a number of partnerships with different coaches and experts. In particular, I'm working for the moment relationship coach to take my inner child healing work to his clients. He works with husbands and wives who are like almost at divorce, but trying to save their relationship. How we can use inner child healing to enable them to become vulnerable, share emotions, communicate with each other in a really effective way. And the same thing I'm doing it with a parents coach to help her clients like really get in touch with their kids, like just find some fun and like really develop meaningful relationships with their children. What I find, and this is the thing about business, like you set up a business, right, and you're told like who's your competition and who's your market, right? Obviously, like doing this work, I understand like the market is a bit more than that because we talk about the client avatar. But this idea of who's your competition, like no one's my competition, right? Like there's lots of people doing similar kind of stuff, but we've all got our own experience, our own knowledge, our expertise, wisdom, like we've got our own teachings, we do our own stuff, right? So we're all distinctly unique into ourselves. So we don't actually have to see each other as competition, right? We're not predators, right? And the market, the people, right? They're not our lunch, right? So we don't have to see it as competition for food source, because that's just survival kind of thinking. And that's really a detrimental thing when we first start coaching or we first start in our business and things aren't quite working so well. Oh, we get competitive and like we like I don't know, create like 100 million different types of posts trying to find the right way to like hook a client in, and like people do all kinds of crazy stuff, and then they start getting jealous about other people, like, well, how are they doing? And I had that was my moment like last May. I'm like how are these people doing it? Like, you know, 26,000 people, like who am I in this space? Well, actually I'm me, I'm unique and I'm different. So that's kind of how I had to overcome it. But they're not seeing each other as competition. And the thing is that we can all genuinely work together. We can see ourselves no longer as competition, but great resources for support, for knowledge, for wisdom, and to work together. And can you imagine, right, when you take like this potent coach and you take this potent coach and you kind of put them together, you got like a super potent coach working together, you know? And I think, and for me, like these conversations I'm having with coaches, like working together, like how can I support your business? Like, how can I help you? And I've even done it with someone, I'm doing another piece with someone who's not quite a coach yet, but really wants to get into it. And I was like, okay, cool. How can I actually launch you? How can we do something together that launches you into like the profession you want to get into? And she's like, why would you do that? like I'm your competition. I'm like, no, you're not my competition. But I
No,
can
absolutely
support you,
no.
you know, in getting where you want to get to, because we do very different things in very different ways. I said, but at some point you kind of need to step up, you know, and when you don't have the money to go and spend on mentors or, you know, business coaching, like someone coming along and giving you a bit of a helping hand really works. And the other thing, excuse me as well, is that like we talk about like this is my audience and that's your audience, and you like stay away from my clients, stop poaching my clients. Actually, if we take again, we take our we take our coach here and this other potent coach here and we put them together, actually we can then share audience, because then that audience has a wider audience. And just because, you know, he does relationship coaching, while I'm doing inner child healing and other stuff, so reality is that our clients aren't likely to be in the same, but perhaps by combining our audience, like his audience might go, oh, actually, do you know what? My aunt's really suffering with like that similar kind of thing, and now you can help. So in actual fact, we actually create a wider reach. We create like a super like audience. We get to share and we get to talk together. I mean, some of the other stuff that I'm doing it's quite fun actually. We're doing like these weird coffee mornings. Like we just like take an issue and we just talk about it like this, like a talk show type thing, just like really relaxed, really chilled. And again, like we're sharing those audiences, we're sharing our expertise, we're battering ideas off each other. And I'm sat there and I'm going, oh, I'd never thought of it that way. And that person sat there going, oh, I'd never thought of it that way either. You know what I mean? And then we're expanding our knowledge, we're expanding our wisdom, we're expanding ourselves, and we're moving ourselves out of that.
And we grow together.
Yeah, exactly. We're moving ourselves out of that negative thinking, like jealousy, you know, competitive mode, survival mode. I'm not good enough because they've got 26,000 and I've only got 7 people on my Facebook or whatever it is, you know. And I'd say what, this is the other thing about social media, and it's really great. Like, but when our sense of self is directly tied to how many likes, shares, and comments we get, like we got a real kind of mental health problem there. But, and this is the thing we do, we go like, oh my God, they had like 100 people comment on like their post and I've only got 4. Like, what am I doing wrong? Work together, like share those ideas, share that knowledge. Like, okay, so what do you do? Well, I just, you know, I've been doing this, or I engage in my client group or my audience this way. Why don't you try? Oh, okay, like here's a 3-step method you can do, or whatever it is. Like we get to work together, we get to come together, we get to empower ourselves, we get to do really incredible, great things. Because here's the thing, right? Above all of the worrying about the money and the you know, the market and the audience and all that stuff, like we're all about helping people change people's lives in some way, right? We're creating containers that change people's lives in some positive, meaningful, impactful way. So if that's what we're going to be about, then it doesn't matter whether it's your client or my client or some dude down the street. Like that's what we live for. Then let's make that what we live for. Let's do that. Let's work together. Let's help each other change multiple people's lives. I think it's fantastic.
Yes, it's very powerful, you know, because when you collaborate together, you lift up as well each other, and you give as well so the opportunity to grow, but as well so not only personally but financially, and contributing to each other's growth. So that's what matters. That's what matters. That's what the people have to understand, because I'm calling this a blueprint collaboration, because you are giving the opportunity to the another collaborator to grow with you together. It's awareness. So don't be jealous, don't be envious, because you are limiting not only your opportunities, but as well you are limiting to getting more clients.
Yeah, absolutely. And also the thing about being like sole business owners, right? So when I'm having a shit day and things may not work quite the way I want them to, like I can't go to my business partner and have a good old chin wag and kind of get it off my, I've got to sit here with my feelings, right? Whatever it is, or whether, you know, I've just had a really emotional session with my client, like I've got no one to talk to. I've just got to sit here and like hug it out with my pillow, right? But if I've got someone I'm working with, I'm collaborating with, if we create like actual networks where we're supporting each other, we can call each other up, we can email, message each other and go, hey, look, I'm having a really bad day. Can we jump on a call and have a quick chat? cool. Then you actually get to share some of that burden. You're not feeling like you're working in isolation, and you're not feeling like you're doing it all on your own. And again, when things aren't working quite the way that you want them to, you've got someone to go, hey, look, you know, this isn't working. Okay, what about doing this? We've done that. Try this. You've got someone to partner with. It breaks down that isolation, completely breaks down that isolation, and just gets you in that better state of mind, feeling like you're being supported. It's support at the end of the day as well.
But in my opinion, negative thinking, this is as well the reason why many of the coaches out there, they feel stuck. Instead to grow together, instead, you know, to collaborate together, they prefer to go alone, yeah, and they feel stuck. Because what you have to realize, being a coach or a healer, a therapist, the collaborations in general is so global, the global collaborations will bring so many opportunities out there. And when someone so is inviting you, you know, just to contribute to their growth, just take so this chance, take this occasion, because it's priceless if you are aware of the fact so what someone is giving you, because it's giving you the opportunity to grow. You are contributing not only to the growth of the another expert, but you are contributing as well to your own growth. So it's everything our awareness.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, that's a really good point. I was just thinking, actually, if we look at some of the top coaches in the world, like everyone collaborates at some level. So whether it's like working on a new book together or working on a new program, I mean, even Anthony Robbins like works with other coaches, or like doing, you know, global summits, you know, big training together, conferences, like, you know, some of the top names work together.
Online events, conferences, yes.
Exactly. And then I was sat there going, oh, bloody hell, it's Anthony Robbins over there. He's my competition. They're thinking, that's Anthony Robbins over there. If I get in with him, do you know what I mean? He's a really top guy. I can really grow my business. And that's how we have to kind of see it. Like, well, I suppose like we're all at kind of various stages of like, that if you imagine like coaching as a massive company, like we're all somewhere in like the sort of the ground floor. So maybe we're like the mail boy kind of version of the coaching world, and some of us are kind of sort of moved up a bit and we're in like middle management. Well, if you want to like get to middle management, we need to make a friend with middle stars. You need to partner up with people. You need a mentor. You need people to kind of show you the way. So again, if you're at that entry level into coaching, start reaching out and working with other coaches. Collaborate. Even if you're a couple of fairly unknown people, like bring your knowledge and your experience together, partner with each other, like coach each other through some of your negative thinking and like your imposter syndrome. Together, do that together. It'd be a great way to help you both grow and overcome some of the stuff that you're dealing with.
Yes, I'm totally agree with you, because when you connect with each other, so you can grow faster, because you learn from each other. You can share so each other's knowledge and experience, and that's very powerful. And that's why so I really love to invite experts so to my challenges, webinars, and that's the reason why I created so the talk show. I want to share something very interesting so with the people. Approximately 1 year ago, maybe more, I forgot already, I created so the live forum of storytelling. It was the same, but this year I changed the name from storytelling live forum. I changed so to the shares your life story experience, because it's more related, more personal, you know, that the people, I think they feel more attracted. And I have posted this as well on my websites 1 year ago. I think it's more than 1 year. And at that time, so I was inviting as well, like actually coaches, trainers, mentors, public speakers. I have published all these sessions on my YouTube channel. So people who is curious and wants to see that, wants to watch, so you can watch it back. For now, Semovo, I want to thank you from the depth of my heart, so for sharing your true life story and your struggles as well, but as well your transformation, because that's what the most important, that's what matters, so that I can learn from you, but as well another people can learn from you and can grow as well. And people who wants to participate to the talk show, so you are welcome. We accept participants for the talk show exclusively mentors, healers, therapists, coaches, and public speakers. No teachers, because there is huge difference in the mindset. Yes, so a teacher is a teacher, but the coaching industry is very different from the educational industry. Yes,
definitely.
So I want to thank you again, and I hope to see you during the global talk show, which I'm going to organize, and we will talk about mindset, leadership, and transformation, which is amazing, so in my opinion. And so let's help together to transform lives of another people. Thank you again, take care, and I see you soon.
No worries, take care, bye-bye.